Today we have a great matchup between Wallace and Akanksha. This is the first set. You can see Wallace gets off to a slow start here, putting this first point into the net. This one's really hard to watch. Wallace doesn't even move for the ball. Overall, we just need to do a better job preparing for serve returns. I saw that across the board in all of our matches today. You should not be hitting an approach shot right to the middle. That gives your opponent many opportunities to pass you. I don't like how Akanksha's hitting every ball right back to Wallace, and she's keeping it short. I'm not sure why Wallace decided to slice that last ball back in the middle, but that should have been an easy finish to her backhand side where the court was wide open. When you have a player on the run and reaching for a ball, you have to expect there's a high chance their ball's coming back short. You need to stay ready and on the balls of your feet. Again, you see Akanksha go center, 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 and then when Wallace puts one wide, she moves and misses. I don't know why the kids aren't moving each other around more aggressively. This point brought tears to my eyes as I see Wallace execute the chip and charge that we recently worked on in a group practice. I love how he chips her wide, then he tries to reverse foot her wide to the same side and then finishes excellently to the open court. I would like to highlight how quickly Akanksha is moving to the return and then returning to the center. I think her footwork in this point is commendable. This is another great example of her moving side to side very quickly, and I think she has a very strong lob, and I love to see her using the lob when the opponent's at the net, as I think it's one of her strongest shots. These next couple points showcase how we need to get better at moving to short balls for both players. We must be split-stepping early and moving our feet extremely quick as soon as we see that ball coming short. On a lot of these points, the players just simply need to be keeping more balls in play. Too many errors early in the point. Here comes another good example of Akanksha's lob skills. I would really lean into that if I was her and really use that as a weapon. I think it's a super common theme of just 2 hits, 3 hits max per rally in this match. There definitely needs to be some work on getting serve returns in, keeping the ball going, and it's not like we're hitting winners. We're just missing into the net or deep most of the time early in the point. I absolutely love how Akanksha goes deep to the corner and then closes the net on this one. Even if Wallace gets that back, she's going to finish this point. Very well played. One thing I've seen a huge advantage for Akanksha is when she brings Wallace to the net. She's lobbed him a few times, passed him a few times. I don't know if she didn't realize this or not, but she should have been bringing him into the net every point, given her track record of success when he is at the net. Hopefully she can pick up on this in the future, and when she sees a pattern like that, start to capitalize. Even when Akanksha makes a bad play at the baseline and Wallace is at the net, he seems to be failing. This time it looks like he stays back a little bit and needs to move in a bit more. Take a good, clean, crisp volley and just put that away. I don't know what's going on with his net game, but it definitely needs work. Here's another example of why you shouldn't hit an approach shot right to the opponent. He even lets her off the hook and gives her one more right to her, but she puts the volley right back to him and then gets lobbed for the loss. We've got to put those approach balls wider and then move in. You can see on this backhand she does not have her racket back at all. She waits till the last second to try to get it back, and then when he hits slice and it catches her off guard, she's in the process of pulling the racket back when it's time to swing, and she ends up light on the ball. Here's another example of a crucial point in the match where not doing that unit turn and getting the racket back kind of kills her in this situation. She's late to get the racket back and she's late to hit the ball. By this point in the match, I think Wallace has realized her backhand has been struggling. He seeks it out on this approach ball and finishes out the set.